Okay. All right. Okay. So, the previous video, we did sort of a light hip hop, falling within the guidelines as requested by the show. Keeping in mind that we just did that. See, I'm just doing MIDI for now. Later, we'll dump things, record it to audio. Then we'll have all those individual elements. I'll have the kick by itself, the snare by itself, the hat, and then each instrument, the bass, the orc head, all the stuff. And then we can decide, how do we perfectly blend each element, and then how do we carve out little bits so they'll all fit together like a puzzle, right? And then do we want to push things back a little bit with reverb, soften the edges? Do we want to make something a little more ugly with some distortion, right? And then we'll do like a mastering thing. Maybe I'll do maybe a mastering video kind of thing. We might do that. We might do that. I mean, maybe it's not necessary. It's, again, this isn't about music, but this is me. This is Todd at Behavior Brew, the psychology, human behavior channel, exploring all the weirdness, and I'm doing music, but I'm creating some music as a start for the channel. That's my idea, okay? Back off, lady. All right, let's do one more. Let's look, I just left it at the same tempo for now. I can decide before I put it to audio, do I want to adjust that a bit, or I could try a totally different vibe. I hear what you're saying. What you're saying is, Todd, different vibe. I hear you and I respect that, okay? So the tap pad, we're gonna tap out a slower tempo. 77 apparently is what we're doing. Okay. Why don't we start with the hat again? Right. There it is. Okay, how did I do? Let's see how much these move. That'll tell you how close I was. I think not much. Not much. I see these lines here. These little tiny flaggy things. If I wanted to raise these up, if I select them, raise them all up, that's the velocity. If I wanted to be all completely the same, I'd do that. But I think for now, it's what makes it more machine-like, mechanical. If it's all, sometimes you want perfectly exact, even. It's velocity, same volume level for every single hit. But in this case, I don't think so. Why don't we find? I think I have a pad here somewhere. We'll create a simple little harmonic bass. What I mean is just chords. Where did I put it? That's the question. This is probably going to be at least 8 bars. Right? Okay. So we'll just throw it on a simple pad first. We'll go ahead and quantize that since it's to fall on the nearest quarter note. Since it doesn't take as long on the attack, we'll just go ahead and quantize it. If it's a really slow moving pad, it doesn't really matter. You don't really need to quantize it. Just quantize to taste and not really any more than needed. Often a little bit of slightly imperfect entrances working together give it more humanity, especially with orchestral stuff. That's another thing. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing, okay? Okay, this kind of is asking for just holding on to a bass, just holding down that sub. Except you would want that to be enough out of the way that it doesn't cover up dialogue. A lot of low end frequency energy, when you get low up into more up into mid range, it's like it's just it's like a big audio chunk going blah. It'll cover stuff. So you want to be cautious not to cover the audio with such a thing. So anyway, this is the bass. Did I mention that this is a behavior brew? My name's Todd. See, can't remember these things. All right. Okay. And since it is a relatively quick attack on the bass, we do want that to land right where it goes. So that's that. Pull it down just a bit. This is still just the MIDI. It means I still can go back, change things, change the bass sound, or once I put it into audio, it's easier to have all these tracks ready to affect and chop up and edit, just whatever I need to do to make it all fit together, just like an auditory jigsaw puzzle, if you will. Will you? Won't you? Why don't we throw in the kick and the clap? Whoopsies. See this little tiny little nugget? That means we can overdub. That means this time we won't erase the hi-hat. Like a champ. How did we do? Ooh, look at that. Look how accurate I am with my clap. Let's quantize that to, it needs to be 16ths so we don't blow over, so we don't mess up the hi-hat. All right. Well, also the kick, yeah. I don't remember what I did on the first track. This will add some light, plucky stuff. And once I review the other track, if it's too close or whatever, we can make decisions later. This is this with the ethos of let's just move ahead, fearlessly facing down the possibility of suck. All right. I was afraid to come in. No, let's try again. I believe I want to make a different note choice. I tried to get fancy and I messed up something. There's the offending note. Thou hast offended me. Okay. We could change that note. Then I'd have to change everything else, wouldn't I? Okay. You know what would be nice? You know what there's room for? We can experiment. Can't we experiment? Here, we're going to create another Nexus. It's an instrument. We'll call it another pad. Okay. We'll go for haba hooba haba. We'll just do it Nexus for high pad. That's simple enough, isn't it? High pad. We want it to be present. We want to hear it, but not like, here's a solo. Let's try it. Okay. Oh my Lord, it was glorious. So I can hear that last note. This threshold, this is the velocity, was just a tiny bit too low. I don't know. It went weird. Did it go weird? It went weird. Did it get weird? It went weird. Let's hear this again. You know what? Basically works. So what we want to be, again, cautious of for bass. space. We want to make sure the base isn't too. It look like I'm hunting. I strung some Christmas lights, twinkle lights over my monitor for the holiday spirit. And now I can't see around part of it, but it's like, well, maybe I don't want to take down the Christmas holiday spirit just because I can't see what I'm doing. Right? Okay. Okay, cool. That works. That's working. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully that made sense as I was sort of explaining the general vibe of what I was thinking while creating. All right, there you have it. So I've got, what do I have? 6 pieces for the 5 pieces for the channel. I'm not trying to create a whole library for the channel, but maybe. So thanks for checking it out. This is Behavior Brew. Oddly, doing the music videos for a channel that's not really about music. There might be some music. If I can squeeze in some music related things, this is how it relates to behavior, thought processes, mood, which of course it does. Music can directly affect our mood. It's like a sweet superpower magic. But this channel is not specifically about music, but just the first few videos here, I'm creating stuff that's like, it's pertinent because we can create music for the channel. Was that cool? Just give me something, have something to start. If I want some music for the channel, why not show you how it works? Some you might be interested, and some maybe most you're like, well, stop, just don't, please stop it. All right. So thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you in the next one.